They even went as far as mocking the very children of Manny Pacquiao himself, but later they received the worst punishment in history. Welcome! In today's video, we will travel through epic moments where Pacman took down true giants in the ring. I recommend that you hold on to your seat. This flight through the golden pages of boxing history is about to hit turbulence. Manny Pacquiao versus Keith Thurman. Our journey begins on July 20th, 2019, when Manny Pacquiao stepped into the legendary ring of the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas to face the bulky Keith Thurman. Thurman believed that Pacquiao was no longer young enough to be worthy of glory and did not hold back from mocking him on the way to the gym. Like any man who benefits from the wisdom of experience, Pacquiao decided to let his fists speak for his honor. And on that legendary night, Thurman would learn the hard way what regret truly felt like. At the start of the fight, Pacquiao and Thurman seemed to be on equal footing, but eventually Pacquiao's seasoned offense allowed him to take firm steps toward controlling the pace of the match.
About me when I was fighting, I'm confident in myself, but I never bet on myself.
No, by a half a mile, but just landed a nice straight left hand on foot. Pacquiao comes right back. Most of the trash talk.
Pacman managed to surprise Thurman by knocking him down near the end of the first round, a moment from which he never fully recovered.
He's touched with, he's going to try to get it back. Good right hand by Thurman.
Landed 10 by Thurman so far. Pacquiao at 6.
Ooh.
A smile from Manny Pacquiao. Oh, down goes Thurman!
His combinations were precise and powerful, weakening Thurman attack after attack and earning the judges' approval on their scorecards.
Straight at you, get out of the way. Yeah, because that's it like that, right there. And hands.
If a judge is looking at that, he's going to think that Pacquiao...
Thurman fought to stay in the match after a couple of rounds and seemed to have abandoned any hope of securing an early victory. As the rounds went on, it became clear that his main focus was survival. The ring experts seemed to have no doubts. Pacquiao would secure an undeniable victory through the judges' scorecards.
He was 6 years old. Oh, big.
And that jab's following it and really did stun Thurman for a second.
Not allow Manny Pacquiao to get back at him.
That's right. And see, he let him off the rope.
Pacquiao catches Thurman. Pacquiao.
He's winning this round, Thurman, right now. Even though Manny's never going to step right uppercut. He did that twice to him. But Thurman, round or two here or there, he won the first half. Thurman, nice jab by Thurman, and then a lead left hand by...
Right by Pacquiao catches Thurman.
Has more effective punches.
However, the unpredictable happened. When the first scorecard was announced, Thurman was ahead, and the furious audience erupted in protest. The MGM Grand Garden Arena turned into the scene of an intense uproar, which was only calmed when the rest of the results were revealed. With a split decision victory at the end of the 12th round, Pacquiao became the oldest welterweight champion in history, joining George Foreman as one of only 2 professional boxers to win world titles 20 years apart. Practice sur Manny Pacquiao versus Joshua Clottey. Going back to March 13th, 2010, we come across another great moment where Pacman taught a harsh and unsettling lesson to another giant of the ring. Joshua Clottey believed he had everything necessary to take down Pacquiao and never allowed anyone to doubt his so-called supremacy. With a professional record of 35 victories, 20 of them by knockout, and only 3 losses, Clottey was confident enough to make disparaging remarks about Pacquiao, a mistake he would later pay for dearly in the ring. That night, Pacquiao stepped into the ring at Cowboys Stadium in Arlington, Texas, with one mission: to defend his name. And, as usual, he exceeded expectations. At the sound of the opening bell, everyone expected a clash of forces so intense it would resemble the explosion of a nuclear bomb. Instead, they witnessed a one-sided fight from the very first moment. Pacquiao maintained his aggressive and dominant aura, forcing Clottey into a defensive stance for most of the match.
Pacquiao is seeing most of his stuff blocked.
And just get close and eventually start shooting a little pecky right-hand lead through the center.
Well, Clottey so much what he hopes will be a big weapon.
Manny did not necessarily apply the principle of quality over quantity. Instead, he created his own saying, proving that you can unleash an excessive volume of punches without losing the power behind them.
Perhaps, Emmanuel, but he threw 27 and landed 5 in the last round.
I'd get frustrated.
You can't hit the guy with 2 hands. Manny Pacquiao threw 2 hands at once. Grabbing him. Up, here we go.
fight that they plan to a great degree. It's what's going to be interesting to see who wins out in the end.
As the rounds went on, this relentless barrage of punches seemed to drive Clottey into the trenches. After just a couple of rounds, the boastful giant decided it was better to stay back and attempt to keep his distance rather than mount an offensive of his own. While Pacquiao exercised absolute dominance over him for all 12 rounds that night, Clottey could only land a couple of solid right hands.
Lands that combination, but now here.
But, you know, it's somewhere along the line. I know Manny is a machine, but
Pacquiao catches opponents in combinations, in exchanges. Well, the best way to stay on your feet is not to open up against Pacquiao.
in the heart. It's not so much all the time the skills.
Everything
He does it.
Shot, bang, 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 bang. Try and stop it. Bang, bang.
This to be a knockout for him to win.
At the end of the 12 rounds, the judges unanimously agreed on the outcome and awarded Manny a resounding victory by unanimous decision. That night, Clottey went home with his tail between his legs and his tongue, well, tucked away. Manny Pacquiao versus Erik Morales. First fight, Manny Pacquiao and Erik Morales share real history. Deep history. On March 19, 2005, both fighters stepped into the legendary ring at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas for their first encounter. Pacquiao entered as the heavy betting favorite with odds of 7-5. From the start, Pacquiao closely observed Morales' every move, but a deep cut over his right eye in the 5th round threw him off balance, leading to a brutal defeat.
Pacquiao lands his left hand flank. And again. And the blinding speed of Pacquiao's apparent. And Morales takes it. Having always seen him do.
And he lands a right hand up. Good hard right hand by Morales. Pacquiao comes on with the. Now Pacquiao lands and drives Morales into the corner. Good left hook by Morales. Inside. Pacquiao never saw it coming. There's another left hook he did too. Pacquiao's doing some damage. Morales is.
After 12 grueling rounds in which Pacquiao fought against himself just to survive, Morales secured a unanimous decision victory, driving one of the deepest thorns into Manny's storied boxing career. Second fight. Pacquiao's punch is stronger than Morales. That was all the boxing world could talk about after the events of the fateful night of January 21, 2006. Pacquiao was unsatisfied with the outcome of their previous fight, and the opportunity for redemption came when he had to defend his WBC International Super Featherweight title for the first time. Inside the ring at the Thomas & Mack Center in Las Vegas, his worst nightmare took shape once again. Erik Morales, now his challenger for the belt, and his opponent in a WBC Super Featherweight title eliminator match. Pacquiao had no interest in negotiating his reign, but Morales was equally unwilling to tarnish his legacy with a worse performance than in their previous bout. And so, without much preamble, pure chaos erupted in the ring. Second fight summary. With the confidence of a reigning international champion, Pacquiao started the fight with authority, throwing punches left and right to prevent Morales from finding his rhythm in the ring once again. Morales tried to minimize the damage, but even in that first round, it was clear that luck was not on his side this time.
Put some punches together. Here's deep work in the right hand, trying to throw punches to the body. Right hand over the top for Pacquiao. Oh, good combination from Morales. Steps out of it. Oh, it's
Pacquiao unleashed his fury in the second round as if he had been holding it in for 10 months after his previous loss, though that was far from the case.
He also changed training camp. He normally trains high up in the mountains in Mexico. Back at 130 now. Shot by Pacquiao. Yep. And this crowd reacts to Pacquiao. Morales is counter up against the ropes. This is Pacquiao's type of fight. Morales is agreeing to do it otherwise. I don't know how he stayed up. Morales has the heart of a lion. Everybody standing.
By the third round, his combinations became even more ruthless, further securing the judges' favor.
And it doesn't necessarily mean Morales is coming back. Answering a great count. That was a lightning-like left by Pacquiao that was really sharp and crashed into Morales' face. Look at Morales throwing his hands down and says, "Is that all you got?"
By the fourth round, Morales' face was already showing signs of deterioration. The swelling and bruises were undeniable proof of his submission to the champion. In the 5th round, he merely held his ground without showing any real plan to counter Pacquiao's relentless offense.
Exchanging bombs like this.
As the 6th round unfolded, Pacquiao's supporters cheered with pride, watching their fighter dismantle Morales without remorse. By the end of the round, Morales seemed on the verge of collapse after an infamous series of blows, but he bounced off the referee and remained standing when the bell rang.
Saw the speed. This hurt or not answers with a combination of I didn't like that one. He rubbed at his nose, but he ate that leather. Well, if he keeps Pacquiao's biggest round in the 2 fights with and saved by the bell, and there's no pun intended there.
In the 7th round, Morales' fans began to boo him as he struggled to apply even the slightest pressure on the reigning Pacquiao. Morales, once recognized as a fearless power puncher who never backed down, spent the 8th and 9th rounds constantly moving sideways, an ominous sign of his impending defeat. Midway through the 10th round, Pacquiao landed a devastating left hand in the middle of a combination, sending Morales crashing to the canvas.
That's another one of those intangibles you talk about. Vicious body attack by Pacquiao. Morales was getting away from a lot of the... Morales does look to be where showing work away. I think he's in a bit of a... He does go down! He does go down! We thought Morales was going down.
Morales lay there, draped over the ring rope, before finally rising at the count of 9. Referee Kenny Bayless allowed him to continue, only for Pacquiao to immediately launch another blistering barrage of punches, knocking him down once more and ending the fight. At 2 minutes and 33 seconds of the 10th round, Pacquiao defeated a defenseless Morales by technical knockout, making it clear that he alone controlled his destiny. Tasi Sirid Amar as closing. If you've made it this far, thank you. Remember, the best way to support my content is by leaving a like on the video. Do you have another epic Pacman fight that you'd like to see in a second part of this video? Let me know in the comments.